Three, two, one.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Wayne Forte?
How's it going, Johnny?
How you doing, bro?
Very good. Very happy to be alive.
Yeah, I'm telling you, me
Living a dream.
living the dream is not the word, man. I gotta tell you, it's great to be back in the studio. You know, I did a show overseas. I don't know if you got to see that.
I did see a couple, yeah. I was getting confused. And you know what? With this house build, I'm like so out of it.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, it's very hectic. This rain has been killing me.
I can tell you. I don't know.
So bad.
Guys, I went to Italy for 3 weeks, and it was an incredible trip. My first time, it was Dawn's third time, and traveling with her, she knows all the ins and outs of
Nice.
like where to go, how to like get around the line. You know, we got to check in, we got to do this. I follow her like a little puppy dog. You know what I mean, with the bags. You know, so
That's great.
It's great, but you know, we actually. I can't even know where to start with this trip, man.
Oh, forget it. I can't. I have actually two quick questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
One, since it was your first time in Italy,
Right.
do you think you'll actually be invited back?
Probably not. We got yelled at a few times.
Okay. And
Right.
then two, the last week and a half, your brother and I have been working on your resume.
Yeah.
For a new job.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, if you want to add anything to that resume, let me
Well,
know.
if my brother wants to fire me, that's okay, because he's going to Italy in August, so he better hire somebody that knows how to run the business while he's gone.
Yeah,
That's all
well,
I got to say.
he said
that was
there's
the upper hand I had, by the way.
He said he went to Florida to Alligator Alcatraz, and he's got 5 people who already with CDL license who could drive for him. So
They're ready to take over my job. Right? But no, my brother was pretty cool about it. You know, I look at it like this. You know, I do have a heart condition, and Dawn is a 3-time breast cancer survivor, and she has MS. And you never know what can happen. You're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised next year. And Dawn taught me this. You know, when it came to doing things in life, like going on vacations. When I went on that cruise to High Seas Rally, the first one,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do. I said, well, do it next year. I'll do it next year.
You're going to push it off.
And she said, no, you're doing it this year.
Yep.
And we did it, and we pulled it off. We got it done. So she knows how to live. So, you know, we did this Italy trip, and it was supposed to be a cruise. You know, starting out, it's going to be a cruise. We're going to cruise around the entire country and go to Croatia on the other side and all that, you know. But it came down to, like, we put down, I think, $900 on the cruise. And we had to make a final payment in April, I remember. And I'm looking like, wow, we still owe like $3,800 on this thing.
That's when you started pole dancing, right?
Yeah, that's when I started the pole.
And you saw the money wasn't coming in.
No,
You're
it
like,
wasn't.
You know what? We got
I
to
was
cancel
paying
this.
them money to come in. So what happened was, you know, I said, listen, we're doing this cruise. but does it really want to do a cruise? Are we really going to get the full Italy experience? Because, that's what I'm looking for here,
Yeah.
And she goes, funny you say that, because I was thinking of the same thing. Do we want to do a cruise? I mean, we already have it, the airfare is already paid for, right?
Yeah, so eliminate.
So we discussed it, and so what we decided to do is we took the money that we already put down on the cruise. You don't get that money back. So we put that down on another cruise next, not this November, but November the 26th.
Yep.
We're going to do a Western Caribbean cruise for 10 days.
Oh, that's perfect.
So it wasn't perfect. So we took that, moved that over, and she got on, with the money we did have saved for this trip. She started booking Airbnbs around the whole country over there. So Enterprise, I got to tell you, Enterprise that we deal with out here, Enterprise Car Rental. What is it called? Enterprise? Am I saying it right?
Enterprise. Yeah, I think so.
Enterprise Car
Yeah,
Rental?
yep.
No. Enterprise Car Rental. Anyway, Enterprise out in Holbrook over here, Bohemia. They took care of me. They made the phone calls to Italy for me, and they got me a car for 21 days. Great price. Unlimited miles.
Wow, that's actually
And
that's important on unlimited miles.
And we did over
'Cause they can get you
1,500.
with that.
By the way, we drove over 1,500 miles.
There you go.
And it was incredible. Every mile was unbelievable, because that mile is a mile I've never done before in this, in another country. And I got to tell you, we landed. First of all, the trip started off not on the good foot, because me and Dawn, she was not happy with me. We were about a half
Shocker.
an hour from landing, okay, and I say, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
So I
jeez.
walked towards the front. We were sitting in the 6th row, by the way. We took North Atlantic, great airlines, I got to tell you. Zero complaints, except for at the end. But I got a cup of coffee, and in the airplane, you got the screen in front of you.
Yep.
But on this plane, we had this premium seats.
Yep.
So it's 2 big seats, and then they had 3, and then 2 over there. So instead of having a screen in front of us, on this thing, like this opens up, and then your table comes out. On this side opens up, and a screen comes out, and then you turn it. So I don't know why I would put my coffee here, and then I opened it up, and a full hot cup of coffee went all over Dawn's lap,
No way.
and she was not happy. And I ruined her pants that she drums in, that's on stage that she likes to wear. Ruined, and her sweater. It was just a mess. And now she's trying to get cleaned up. Go in the bathroom, the stewardess is yelling at her, you got to sit down, get ready to land. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. So that was the first problem. Okay?
That was the first mayhem.
Mayhem, exactly. So then we get to the airport, we do what we got to do. She changed her clothes in the bathroom, because she had extra clothes with her. And we get the rent-a-car, and I go up with the guy to get the car, and it's a stick shift. Now, I can drive stick,
That's great.
but guess who can't drive stick? Dawn.
Oh, boy.
So what happens is we get the car, and I'm loading the back, and she goes, "You got a stick shift?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I can't drive a stick shift," and I'm talking pissed. No belief. I can't
Well,
believe
after you
I'm
dump
asking.
coffee on, I mean,
Right. So now I got the coffee that she spilled all over her lap. I rental car that's a stick shift that she can't drive. She goes, "I want to be able to drive. I want to be able to do something, I said, "Don't worry, I got the driving." She's like, "Great, I'm a kept woman. I don't want to be a kept woman." All
Oh, man.
So now we started the trip off with an argument, and now that went away pretty quick. We get on the highway, and I don't know where I'm going. And that's yelling at me, "Where you going?" I don't know where I'm going.
I don't
I'm
know,
just
and I don't
going.
care.
There's no way to pull over.
Yeah.
There's like no way to pull over. Like
are they crazy drivers?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Forget the drive. We'll get to that in a minute. So luckily, I was going in the right direction. So we ended up staying at the first place we stopped at was Sorrento.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Sorrento was an amazing town. It just like
Is the car like? Do you drive on the right side?
the
left side?
right side of the road. Everything's normal.
And okay, like the steering wheel's on the same.
Everything's
Oh,
normal,
okay.
like just like here. But the Vespas and the other drive, I'm telling you, there's no rules in driving in Italy. The cops didn't even say nothing.
It's a free for all.
Yes, you're right.
Great. Oh,
We
by the
got
way,
Crow in the studio.
somebody left the skylight open and something flew in.
Oh, Crow's in the house.
What's up, guys?
Glad to see Crow's here.
So I know every restaurant ends in a vowel, but everything there, like every street,
But, yeah, I couldn't tell you. Everything was like Piazza this, Piazza that. I don't know, Piazza, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
I gotta say though, Johnny, you look healthy.
Yeah, I lost weight. I actually
No,
lost weight.
You look good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I actually lost weight because you know how much walking we did?
and less stressed. You do.
There
You look like
and let me
very.
tell you,
You know,
Italy is so laid back. Do you realize around 2 o'clock, everything shuts down? except for restaurants.
Yeah.
It's
You
vino.
can't
vino
get
time.
I got a haircut in Italy, which is pretty cool. You can't get a haircut. We were getting ready to get a haircut. The guy's like, no. It's like siesta time now. Like, they go home.
Yeah.
Lunch is the big deal there. Lunch is the main meal. Dinner's just like an afterthought. Lunch.
Like an appetizer.
You go to these restaurants and you see these people, like 10, 12 men lined up, all from work. They shut down the job.
Yeah.
And they go and have their wine. And it's just an incredible laid-back experience. At one point, I was at a hotel. My car was blocking in all the cars. And the guy, I was eating breakfast. He came, you saw your car. I didn't. He said it in Italian, but we figured out what he was saying because I got this translator thing. Your car's blocking. Can you please move your car? I said, yeah, give me. He goes, no. You take your time. You eat your breakfast. And I don't know if I sound like an Indian guy. I don't know what I sound like. Right? You eat your breakfast, and when you're ready, you move your car. It was like everyone's just laid back.
They don't care. Yeah.
No, that's the difference with living here and living over there. Living over there, it's just so much easier.
It's like, oh, don't worry, sir, don't worry. She's in labor, but she's got time to get to the hospital.
The
No
only
big
problem
deal.
with Italy and a lot of those other countries over in Europe, bourbon hasn't been introduced yet.
Bourbon.
So I need to go.
Wait until it does.
I need to.
Well, yeah, I tell you,
It might be 1 o'clock, not siesta.
they did
That's
have
what-
bourbon. Like there was the Jack Daniels was pretty big over there for
yeah.
whiskey, but there was Mars. Believe it or not, the Mars bars.
Yeah.
Huge. They had these truck stops, right? I'm gonna go to break in a minute, but I'll finish with these truck stops. Like when you're on the Jersey Turnpike, the rest areas. These rest areas are like gourmet. Like we were looking for them. They're called the Auto Grill, and we started ordering. We got excited every time. We stopped doing, bought 3 bottles of wine in a box with the corks. Good, top of the shelf wines for like $11.99 for 3.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. So we'll get back to more of that when we get back. I am Johnny Rizzo. You're listening to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio right in the OBBM network on 103.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Tired of the mundane and craving a genuine escape?
Tropical Manor in Daytona Beach offers just what you need. Picture yourself unwinding by the heated oceanfront pool. Indulging in the fresh ocean breeze, our cheerfully furnished cottages and suites are immaculately clean. With kitchens for added convenience, experience the vibrant tranquility you deserve. Reserve your stress-free getaway today. Go to tropicalmanor.com
or call 386-252-4920.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's ridingcounsel.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
Rocca Vaca, distilled 5 times in tailor-made copper stills from the finest Spanish Tempranillo grapes. Exceptional smoothness with a sophisticated fruit taste and is a unique organic and gluten-free vodka. Rocca Vaca, the vodka that rocks. Enjoy responsibly. A proud sponsor of the Motorcycle Mayhem Radio Show. Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off. The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
All right, we are back on Motorcycle Man Radio. I am Johnny Rizzo. I'm Wayne Forte and Michael Crow.
Yep.
All right.
Yo.
I just got back from my Italy trip, and boy, my arms are killing me now. Anyway, so these truck stops, all right, are you can get anything you want in these truck stops.
It's like a Buc-ee's?
Kind of like a Buc-ee's.
Okay.
But small. Okay, not the size, they're small. But they have everything. I'm talking top of the line cheese, right? They got pepperoni, provolone. They got all the goodies you want. Sandwiches,
man, that's- yeah.
pizza. They got everything. Wine, oil, olive oil, all kinds of stuff. So when we drove over 1,500 miles in the whole time we were there, because we went from Sorrento to a town called Ravello, which if you saw my pictures, that was like we had a room, right, an Airbnb, that we had two balconies, one on the lower and one on the upper. And you opened up the doors and you saw the whole village and the Mediterranean Sea. Gorgeous. I mean, just
Nice.
unbelievable.
Was the weather good there, too?
It was 103 one day.
Jeez.
We saw rain once for about 20 minutes.
Oh, how's he doing?
But he was good. But the rain, every day it was blue skies,
Wow.
gorgeous but hot. The thing, it was hot.
Was like humidity like here, or is it?
It was,
like,
yeah,
dry?
it was hot. Like, I mean, it was sweating.
I got a question. You see any motorcycles?
Vespas.
Moped.
There was a
Moped,
couple of.
He almost got killed by one.
Yeah,
that one video.
Any BMWs or?
There's a few BMWs,
Yeah, yeah.
a couple of Royal Enfields.
Yeah.
But, the Vespas was a big thing, and there's no rules.
No.
Bro.
It's a free-for-all.
There's no
I
laws.
know. Yeah.
You come up to a light, and you get 6 Vespas pull up on each side of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, the light turns green, and everyone just goes at the same time. And then, how many times they went on the wrong side of the road? Because you can't read the signs. One time, we go to a toll. I go to the toll, I'm sitting there, the gate's down, I'm like, what do we do? It was one of those tolls where you're supposed to get a ticket, but I went through that. And when I got to the other toll, supposed to give the ticket, I didn't have a ticket.
Oh.
They charged us 87 euros, which the dollar's not worth as much as a euro anymore.
No.
So I want to change my money, so I took $500. I want to give 500 euros. I only got 320
Yeah.
euros. And the cost of living is kind of the same. If we go to dinner here, you got a $110 dinner, you're going to get a $110 euro
Yeah.
dinner there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's less.
So,
Paying the fine was better than a cavity search. So.
right.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, though, some things weren't as much money as here.
Right.
Which, like I said, the wine.
Yeah.
Wine's cheaper than water in some places.
Yeah.
Because they're famous for that. We saw olive trees. That is not olive season yet, but I was
That's
like
pretty cool though.
trying to pick them. You know what I'm saying? But Ravello was gorgeous. We got in the car one day, and we wanted to go find a little town to go hang out in. So we're going down this road, man. We're going like this all the way down. If there's another car coming in the way, you're in trouble. We get all the way, and the road just stops. There's a fence. What do we do now? Right, what do we do? I can barely turn this thing around. So I get the car turned around. It's a stick shift, no less.
Oh God.
Okay.
That clutch wasn't smoking.
At one point it was, because there's some hills, and you're going around bends. You know the Dragon?
Yeah.
Nothing compared to the roads
Wow.
on the Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is insane.
Nice.
And it's not even fun for a bike, because unless you're a Vespa, you're crazy, because you got a bus coming the other way, then you're in trouble. Now we're going one way, the bus coming the other way, so you kind of like stop, like he's got the right of way, and you got to kind of like just go off the road. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean? So we go to Ravello, and what did we do there? So what happens is all that driving, we finally find this town. We park the car in a public parking lot, and you got to pay. So we go, and I'm afraid to do some drinking because I got to drive, and I don't realize how far I got to go. So long story short, we get back to the house that night. The next day, we're talking to the lady about, we want to get some stuff from the supermarket. They're like, oh, you see those stairs right there? Walk up those stairs. It's a supermarket. So we walk up those stairs. We're back in the town where we were.
Wow.
We're like, this is all we had to do was walk up the stairs right here.
That's
instead of
cool.
driving around the world. So that was cool, though, to find out that we had the town right there.
Right there. It's like a little secret.
Right. And then
Passageway, yeah.
And then when you had lunch or dinner, you had the best view of the Mediterranean, which was incredible. And we actually ended up going to a town called Capri, an island, I don't know, you see the video of us going to the Blue Grotto?
I saw a bunch of them.
You're on a
Maybe
boat.
I did.
You're on a boat. And also the boat comes up to this island, and the little rowboats come out. And you get on one of the rowboats, you got to pay like $12 each, whatever. And I'm looking, like, where are we going? This rowboat, this guy. And he goes up to this mountain, and all of a sudden there's like a little hole. Like there's a little hole. And he goes, lay down. You got to lay back. And he goes in the hole. And then when you're inside, it's like the water's crystal clear blue. The most beautiful thing you ever saw in your life.
Wow.
And you think you're a pirate. But that's what once you lay down for about that half a second, yeah, you're in and you're out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's
pretty sick.
unbelievable
cool.
stuff. So then, after that, we went to a town called Clerici. I'm probably saying it wrong. I cannot say that word, Clerici, at all. And that's where Dawn's family was from, which was really cool because she had a cousin named Barbara, her husband John. They had a house they owned in there, in the Borgo, it's called. If I tell you, this was like from the 1500s.
Wow, that's
with the
cool.
cobblestone,
Yep.
all the old stuff, and there's nobody around. We're walking through these paths, and maybe there might be a restaurant in there, a couple of people there, maybe somebody lives there, but because there was an earthquake back in the 1800s that ruined a lot of stuff, and the house was part of a castle that was on the property, this huge castle that's there, that's abandoned now, but the house, like the kitchen, is like actually in the castle, and it's rounded, and it's just
Very cool.
That's great. Who owns the castle?
Right now, I think the government owns it. It's just sitting there doing nothing. But we got to stay in there for 2 nights.
Can we buy it?
No, they own it. Her cousin actually owns it. But that, well, I'm telling you, I got the Italy experience.
Yeah, it sounds like
That
you really got
was
that.
the Italy. Even when we stayed in Sorrento, we stayed above an Italian restaurant.
Yep.
And it was like apartments. We got a small little apartment they gave us for like an Airbnb. And on a balcony, you went out and you overlooked the alleyway with all the restaurants and bars. So,
You might have mentioned this, so I apologize if you're repeating it, but did you go down some like stone staircases to little speakeasies?
oh, yes, all over the
Yeah,
place.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
all,
of that.
all over
Yeah.
the place, which was really cool. And we had dinner in a cave one night.
Yes.
There was like in Clerici, there was a restaurant, and I'm following the girl, and she makes a right, and it's like, whoa, it's a cave, and the tables are in there. So, like, we're eating dinner in a cave. Then after we got done eating, I'm videoing going back. I got the video I'll be putting up later tomorrow. We're walking, I'm videoing, and also we hear music. God, there's another cave in the castle,
Yeah.
and there's a disco in there.
Jeez.
It was just crazy. You know, the cobblestone. You know,
It's a whole different world, obviously.
It is a whole different world, and it was incredible. I mean, we don't have enough time for me to tell you guys everything that we done because
Yeah.
it was just, you know,
A lot of good history, though.
the history.
And the fact
is
that her
unbelievable.
family's over there, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the churches. I mean, we don't talk about religion on the show much, or politics. We're not supposed to. I don't want to, but I'm not really a religious guy, but we went to Italy at the right time because it's something that they call the Jubilee. It's
Yes.
happening right now.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So when we went to Rome, we went to the Vatican, which is unbelievable, by the way. Okay, experience alone.
Oh, yeah, it's sick.
And they have these doors. These doors are only open once every 25 years.
Get out of
So
here.
if you go to the Vatican, you're allowed to go up to the doors. You're allowed to touch the doors. These are very holy. They're called the holy doors. But only once in every 25 years are they opened. We're allowed to walk through into the Vatican, into the main part of the church,
yeah.
which me and Dawn, we had the privilege of walking through.
Wow.
And I'll show you the pictures. They're gorgeous. I mean, like gold.
Nice.
And they have these pictures of Jesus and everything. And you get to touch them. And I kissed them. You know what I mean? And they say once you walk through it, then all your sins are forgiven. Everything, you get a fresh. So I had to go 3 times. You know what I mean?
That's it?
3 times.
We'll get back to more of that when we come back from break, though. So I am Johnny Rizzo. I am with Wayne Forte and Michael Crow. You're listening or watching Motorcycle Man Radio, and we'll be right back right after these messages. Live from Rome, Italy, it's Motorcycle Man Radio.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's RIDINGCOUNSEL.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
Captain Shrooms, guys. Captain Shrooms, guys. Elevate your mind, unlock your potential, discover the mind-enhancing power of mushrooms. Founded by an FDNY fire captain, all natural ingredients inside. If you have depression, if you have aches, pains, or anxiety, you want to go to CaptainShrooms.com. That's Captain Shrooms, SHROOMZ.com, and get your order today. Mention Motorcycle Mayhem Radio for 20% off your order.
For commercial office printers, copiers, document cloud-based solutions, and with over 50 years of service, the choice is clear. Northeastern Office Equipment and the Rico family of products. Get a free no-obligation quote. Visit northeasternoffice.com.
All right, we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. I am Johnny Rizzo with Wayne Forte and Michael Crow. You can be watching us on the OBBM network, TV network, or you can be listening to us on 103.9 FM, LI News Radio. So, guys, that was an incredible experience just to go to the Vatican. And before we did that, we ever hear of Padre Pio?
Yeah.
Padre Pio, yeah.
We went to go see Padre Pio's church.
Wow.
And we saw Padre Pio in his casket. He's got a glass casket. He died in 1968, but they still have him laid out. And his hands bled. He was born with the marks of Jesus in his hands and feet. So he always bled. My father met him years ago, right before he passed away. And when Dawn had the breast cancer, every card she got was prayers from Padre Pio. So it meant a lot for the both of us to go there.
And part of it, yeah.
And
Wow.
to see him. And we saw his casket.
Wow.
And saw him. I didn't put the pictures on Facebook because I kind of thought that was disrespectful.
It is.
But I saw that a Facebook page, a Padre Pio Facebook page, put those pictures on Facebook. So I don't know how they feel about it. But that alone was incredible.
Very cool.
So then after that, we got to go swimming in the Adriatic Sea. So we went in the Mediterranean Sea, and then we swam in the other Adriatic Sea as well. And we found that the food's different over there. I got to tell you. We found a place, like a cool place that, that has tacos and stuff you think would be cool. But the tacos were carrot tacos.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
It's healthy, Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny, it's healthy.
That's why it's weird.
Now, let me get to this real quick. Venice. You ever go to Venice?
Yes.
You been there?
Yes.
What do you think of Venice?
I loved it.
Have you been to Venice?
Nah.
Okay.
Nope.
When's the last time you were in Venice?
Years ago.
Years ago. Now, was not aware that the bridges that you see. You ever see the bridges in Venice? They have the bridges.
Oh, yeah.
They're stairs. They're steps.
Lot
They're
of-
bridges, but you got to walk up 8 steps, go across, walk down 8 steps. Next bridge, walk up 8 steps. I couldn't believe the walking that we did. I mean, I was dying. But I think it actually helped me.
Sure.
I think because,
You were forced to exercise.
you know, I'm not.
And eat carrots.
Before I left for this trip, my doctor was telling me, you can't drink. My heart was down at 35%. I drank my butt off, and I know I shouldn't have.
Good for you.
But you know what? I walked my butt off.
Yeah.
And I feel fantastic.
You look fantastic.
I feel great. I got to shave. But, you know, hey, I feel $1 million.
Good.
You know what I mean? Walking, feeling great. Now, the food. Okay? You see my pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is. Crow, you ate there, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you think of the food in Italy? I mean,
It's actually different. I liked it. It was better. I was kidding around before, but it is healthier.
it is.
It is healthier.
They don't put all the
real
stuff.
tomatoes. Yeah, there's no preservatives. There's no
Nothing.
additives in it. It's all natural. It's all healthy. It's all real. So it's good.
Yeah.
You know, there's zucchini in it. The carrots in it.
Yeah.
The sauce is all homemade.
Yeah, oh, unbelievable. So let's take a break from this for a second because actually it is time for Fireside Chat with the Crow.
He's getting better at that.
A lot of practice.
Yeah.
What's up, Crow?
What's going on, Johnny?
So talk to us. You have what really burns your balls, Crow?
So let's stay with Italy.
Okay.
So I skied the Matterhorn in Switzerland.
Oh, really?
You go up to the top, you carry your passport, and you can ski over to Switzerland, back to Italy.
That's pretty cool.
this and that. Very, very
You gotta take
cool.
your passport out every time?
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
when you go over. And there's a little checkpoint.
Right.
You know, and if you don't pass, they could give you a cavity search. So you want
Ooh,
to keep your
I'll
passport.
leave my passport home next
That could
time.
be worth it.
But here's what I found traveling around Europe.
Yep.
We went to Germany, we went to France and all. Italy, Switzerland, Germany, very positive, right? You go for a beer, you walk into the bar, you order a beer, and the innkeep wants one beer, yes. You know, or a little more pasta, yes. Very positive, right?
Yes.
You go in. This is what burns my balls. You go into France,
Right.
And I always give people the benefit of the doubt until they become negative a-holes.
Right.
And everything in France is no. You say, "Can I have a beer? You want one beer? No. No. I want a beer. Yes. Oh, one beer? No." And then they're just negative SOBs.
Yeah.
And that just burns my balls.
Wow.
So we had to take the train and their subway system.
Right.
So we went over there and I said, one-way ticket, about 11:45, 10 to 12.
He said, no.
They go, no. They go, you have to buy a round trip.
Right.
I said, okay, we'll be coming back then. No problem. We were thinking about taking an Uber back, but okay, we'll take the train. We get on the train. The conductor goes to click our ticket. He goes, huh. I go, what's so funny? He goes, oh, you just got ripped off. He said, our train's close here in 15 minutes, and you bought a day pass, day round trip. I said, but the guy over there made me. I was so pissed. I got off the train, and I ran upstairs, and now the guy doesn't speak English. He kept saying to me, no. Another ticket? No.
Nope.
I would have said, yeah, another ticket. And when he
You gotta
pulled
be
them out, I would
careful
have
over there.
grabbed them.
No, I know.
And
Yeah.
even in Rome, the pickpocket is crazy. And the people that try to scam you are nuts because they were saying, if you're going to do like, we went to the Coliseum.
Right.
If someone tries to sell you a ticket, hey, I got a ticket for the Coliseum, you know, they're sold out over there, but I got them here.
Right.
No. Get them through there because a lot of them are, you know.
Yeah, Barcelona's the same way. You got to be careful with everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you think you're from New York and you're safe.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
But being from New York, you're a little bit more, you know, street smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you forget, right? You're on vacation. You
Yeah, you
forget
don't wanna
that there's
think.
locals around. We had a laptop stolen on the train.
Really?
We took one of those fast trains from Switzerland to Germany, and we left the car to take better pictures. Came back, the laptop was gone.
Yeah, of
you
course.
forget that there's locals.
Yeah,
With
and we know sometimes you're right. You don't pay attention because there was a concert going on in Venice with this really big. I guess he played like the keyboards. Star in Italy, and in the square in Venice, he put on his. I mean, talking about huge stage with all the lights and all that.
Yeah.
And you know, here I am like this with my video. Here's Dawn. Meanwhile, I got our bags are down here.
Yep.
And that's when they get you.
Yep.
You know, you gotta be careful. You know what I
have
mean?
to remember
But
that.
I kept reminding Dawn. You know, I kept reminding.
It's like going on the Long Island Railroad. Can you imagine leaving your bag and then going
Never.
sightseeing and pictures.
Yeah.
So,
No,
here's a silly story. Motorcycle on the water. I take my jet ski to the South Shore,
Okay.
Jersey Shore. Go to my brother-in-law's house, my sister's house, and we take the thing. He has marshlands, and it's like a racetrack in there.
Really?
And the jet ski have a turbo thing to 70 miles an hour, and it's a motorcycle on the
Yeah,
water.
I had one.
So we're having a couple of martinis. We hit some parties.
When was
along
this?
the shore. 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Week ago, last week. And I got the GPS on the phone. So I'm sitting in the back, right? I'm holding on. I got a martini in one hand. I got the phone in the other. And I'm like, right, left, no, left, right. And we're just whipping through the marshes here. And he goes, all right, hold on. We're going to open it up. I go, how much faster are we going to go? He goes, hold on. Give me your phone. I said, no, I got it. So I put it under my ass. I sit on it. Phone was gone in seconds.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I had a big one. I had a...
Now, where'd the phone go? Did it go in you, or did you try to water?
Wait, hold on. Dial me. Let's see.
I had a big Wave Runner back in the day,
Yeah.
It was like an 880 or something. I know it did...
That's small now, actually.
I think it did like 82 on water.
Yeah.
It was fast, man. Wow, I wish I still had that, man.
So-
But I tell you guys had a good 4th of July there, 'cause we didn't celebrate 4th of July there.
Oh, no?
Not in Italy. For what?
No.
There's a lot of Americans. No celebration. No.
No.
But there's a lot of Americans. So, no.
Yeah, but Italy don't care about us over there. 4th of July.
They're gonna when our tariffs hit them.
Very good way.
I'll tell you, what, somebody's got like a guy at a gas station. I pull up the gas and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how to use the pump. And this guy was so mad because now my card, my bank card, every time I use it, got shut off. And I'm trying to tell the bank, I went to the bank and let you guys know I was coming to Europe, to Italy, that I'll be using my card here.
Right.
But every time I used it, it was flagged. So this guy can't get my car working. So finally, I get in the car, and he walks away. He's aggravated. He's blah, 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 blah. So I call the bank. I turn it back on. All right. Now I'm on self-service.
It was a French bank, right?
No, that was TD. You can't even get him on the phone. So I go down to the full service, and he was pissed, this guy, because he couldn't help me over here. So yeah, now going down to the full service. Now you got to help me. Let's go. But I'm telling you, man, just the language barrier, it was just...
That's the worst.
I couldn't understand them, and they couldn't understand me.
Did you use the translator on your phone? Yeah.
I did. It was great for menus, stuff like that. But the food got me every time, though. The food, the pasta, the sauce. I've never tasted sauce like this. Incredible. It's like, really.
Yeah.
And I met my buddy who lives in Italy. He came to the hotel, him and his wife.
Nice.
We did a radio show there because he's a big drummer. He was a drummer for Yngwie Malmsteen. I don't know if you remember him back in the 80s. Huge guitar player back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So he was a drummer for Yngwie and a band called TNT back in the day. So his name was John Macaluso, great guy, great friend of mine. And he came to the hotel and we got lit up. But it was great though. His wife was from Italy. She speaks Italian because she lived
that's
there all her
good.
life.
Yeah.
So we went to a restaurant.
That helps.
We'll come back with that right after this break here. I am Johnny Rizzo. I am with the Crow. Ah! And Mr. Wayne for Day. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Tired of the mundane and craving a genuine escape?
Tropical Manor in Daytona Beach offers just what you need. Picture yourself unwinding by the heated oceanfront pool. Indulging in the fresh ocean breeze, our cheerfully furnished cottages and suites are immaculately clean. With kitchens for added convenience, experience the vibrant tranquility you deserve. Reserve your stress-free getaway today. Go to tropicalmanor.com
or call 386-252-4920.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's RIDINGCOUNSEL.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
Rocca Vaca, distilled 5 times in tailor-made copper stills from the finest Spanish Tempranillo grapes. Exceptional smoothness with a sophisticated fruit taste and is a unique organic and gluten-free vodka. Rocca Vaca, the vodka that rocks. Enjoy responsibly. A proud sponsor of the Motorcycle Mayhem radio show. Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off. The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
All right, we are back, and you were talking on the break about the restaurants.
So, Johnny, you sound like John Pinette, the comedian from years ago. He said, "Oh, we went to Italy."
I say no.
and we walk into the restaurant, and we went to order, and the waiters were like, "No, we're going to bring you food. We're going to give you some eggplant parmesan, some chicken parmesan, some ziti, and some other antipasto, and some clams, and then you order food."
Right.
And then you eat.
And then you eat. Yeah. And he goes, and we brought Johnny with us. He was skinny. He didn't make it.
He didn't make it. I said no. But no, it is. We found out when you get a table in Italy, go to a restaurant and you sit at a table, that's your table.
For the night.
Like, for the night.
Yeah, there's nobody coming in at 9 o'clock
Right,
when you
right.
got a 7:30. Yeah.
Right, because, like here in America, right? What was that?
I don't know.
Here in America, when you're eating, they'll come up to you and say, "Can we get you anything else?"
Right.
No, we're good. Here's a check.
Right,
They don't do
right.
that in Italy. You have to ask for the check. We had an appetizer in a restaurant. Me, Dawn, and her cousin met us there. We had an appetizer. 10 plates of food came out. 10. I'm not kidding. We got it. 1, 2, 10 plates. Every plate had something different. Salami, cheese, whatever. Oh, my God. That was incredible. So my buddy John meets us with his wife.
Have you ever seen him more excited?
Oh,
I know.
they're dying. So John meets us with his wife, and we go to an Italian restaurant. I'm looking at the menu like first of all, I'm half in the bag. I'm done. So is John. Me, and I'm ugh. So the wife's like, "I got this." She just said, "Dawn, what is she like? Pasta?" Okay, I got this. Whatever she's saying to the waiter.
That's great.
Next thing you know, the most incredible food I've ever seen in my life. Can I get to you? Most incredible food in my life comes out. And it was amazing to have a girl with us that spoke the language and knew.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. And drove just like they did too, by the way. I'm like, it's like watching a movie. I'm in the backseat. Whoa!
Did they bring the salad before or after the entree?
At the same time. I didn't remember having a salad, to be honest with you. Right?
I'm sure he didn't have salad.
I don't know.
Well, salad's not a meal. Salad's a promissory note that something good's about to come.
So me and Dawn go to a diner last night, and she gets this open-faced turkey, and we're like, she eats it. She goes, "This is disgusting." She goes, "I order this all the time." Yeah. I goes, you got higher standards now, babe.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah.
With your food. That's what I'm saying. With the pizza, at one point, right, we're in Capri, and the guy's telling us, "All right, well, over there you got a bar. They got great pizza over there." And I go, "Great pizza." I go, "We're from New York. We know women. We're in Italy. Never mind." You're right. You got great pizza over there.
You caught yourself.
The pizza's unbelievable. So coming home, and the flight was unbelievable. Like I said, North Atlantic was a great airlines. We had the premium seats. It was like a first class almost. And coming home, the flight lands at 9:30 Saturday night, 9:30 at night. All right. The plane lands, and we're sitting there. And we're like, we're going to get off the plane? What's going on here, And the captain comes on and says, "Yeah, we're just waiting for clearance to get into the terminal." 11:45 at night, we're still on the plane.
Oh, man.
They let us off finally. They parked the plane. 2.5 hours sitting on the plane after an 8.5-hour flight. Oh. Okay?
I would have exited.
They probably figured you guys had too much crap in your bag. They were probably looking to see if you stowaways.
Before we end tonight, I do have a tip of a
Okay.
motorcycle tip. Yeah.
So what happens is we get We get inside to get our luggage now. Now they're conveyor belt. Something's happening with the luggage.
Oh, come on.
An hour and a half to get our luggage. Then we go outside, grab a cab. Guy goes, no, you have to go inside and wait. All right, go inside. There's a line going around the block. We didn't get home at 3:30 in the morning Saturday night.
Whoa.
From a 9:30 flight, we landed. Can you imagine?
But
That's
you know
tough.
what, Johnny? Your
Yeah.
trip was awesome.
It was. No,
don't
it was. I
Don't
gotta
let that.
say.
Don't let that
Yeah.
shadow it.
You know,
Yeah.
the whole experience was great.
Yep.
You know, except for like I say, we went to the Coliseum and we had a tour guide show us around. The guy was like the guy from The Hangover. The guy with the beard that no one liked. That was our tour guide. He was like stoned, and he was just rambling. He took us to the corner, just talking about gladiators for 20 minutes. I'm like, can we move? I want to see the Coliseum.
Right.
And then finally he goes, man, it's hot. He goes, all right, you guys are on your own now. The tour's over. Have a good day. I'm like, really? And Dawn's like, yeah, we paid $85 for that. I go, are you kidding me? But the Coliseum was really something to see, though.
Very cool.
The Vatican, right? The 16 chapels, amazing. Italy, if I recommend it, man, you're going to go to Italy, that's the place to go. So on that note, Crow, you got a tip?
Yeah. So
I mean, we might as well talk about motorcycles. It's a motorcycle show. Right?
yeah, I always tinker with my bike. So I took off the shift linkage. You know, you're always riding with a group. There's always going to be somebody's shift linkage who pops, right?
Right.
Cracks, whatever. So, guys, you have to do the maintenance on it. So I took mine off, and inside there's like a little bearing, little swivel bearing.
Yeah.
Water sits in there, and it sits in there for weeks, months, years,
Right.
and it just starts to rust. And it rusts the bolts in there, rusts the nuts, and you don't see it because it's inside.
It's
It's
supposed to spray it, right?
supposed to spray it, but take it off, guys. Clean it, lubricate it, do whatever you have to. A little WD-40 grease. Use the blaster on it. It'll save you a headache somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
a tip of the
And
day.
keep an extra
Excellent
one in your
tip,
bag.
bro.
Yep, keep an extra one.
You know, speaking about sitting for weeks, I went to a salami store in Clavici. And right next to the salami store was a cheese store. So we got the salami and cheese. And they put it in a special airtight package. It sat in the car for 3 weeks, right? In the heat, 103 weather. I sliced that thing open last night. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And they told them,
Overcooked.
I'm like, can we leave it in the car? It'd be okay. You can leave it no matter what. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So at one point, I'm like, maybe let's throw this away. But I'm like, I spent a lot of money on this. So when we get to the airport, we go up the escalator in Rome.
Did you hide the salami?
No, I bought salami in the airport.
Oh, at the airport?
and
I thought
cheese.
you were bringing it from Italy.
No.
Oh.
No. I went to the salami store in Italy,
Oh,
Clavici,
yeah.
and then when we were going home, in the airport in Rome, you go up the escalator and there's this big, all these stores and stuff, and there's like oil, cheese, salami. We bought all kinds of crazy stuff. And we're hanging, they gave us these clear plastic bags that are hanging off our carry-ons. We get off the plane in New York now, right? We got 4 bags. We had to buy 2 luggages while we were away. Jeez. One of them, the one suitcase didn't make the cobblestone, just killed the wheels, right? That was crazy. The other one, our cousin gave us, but it wasn't a good suitcase. We had to get a new one. So we had 4 suitcases and 4 carry-ons. Plus we had these clear bags of oil and sausage and cheese hanging off. So we're getting off. We're going past customs. And they get the guy in front of us. He's like, you, come here. Let's see what you got in there. And we walk right by. Let's get out of here. So, yeah. Good stuff, man.
That's good.
You're lucky you didn't get caught.
Yeah, we got all the wine.
They're pretty strict.
Yeah. We got a lot of good wine. And wine is unbelievable there.
Good for you
know,
guys. I'm glad you had an amazing trip.
It's 3 weeks, man.
Yep.
That's pretty sick.
And it was 21 days of pure, every day was a new adventure. And just experienced Italy, Europe. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up my whole life in America. And it really is a big difference over there.
Sure.
Just huge difference. I never
Yeah,
experienced.
culture, everything.
Everything.
It really is.
Everything. And you know how I don't like elevators, right? I'm not an elevator fan. If I don't have to take an elevator, I won't. Mm-hmm. 2 hotels that we stayed in, 2 Airbnbs. The elevator was no bigger than this table. This table wouldn't fit in the elevator.
Wow.
Me and her like this. And we had to go to the 5th floor on 2 places we were at.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't like this at all. But
Why didn't you take the stairs?
I did once. But then I said, you know what? Every time we got back to the hotel, went to the bar, I grabbed like 3 beers for the ride up, right? Just in case we get stuck, I got my beers at least. But yeah, it was a great experience. Again, the food out of this world, the pastries, the pizza, it just, But, and the people are very nice, I gotta say.
Yeah.
People are very nice.
They were like welcoming.
Yeah, well,
to you?
yeah,
good.
love 'em.
Open arms.
Yeah,
Because there's some places in Europe they're not.
Yeah, some places aren't. Like I said, there were some people that
France.
they don't understand. Like you don't understand them, they get pissed.
Yes.
And they're trying to explain. It's like where's the dog? Whatever. And you try to where is the dog? Now reverse that. The guy goes to you, blah 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 blah. You go what? He'll go ba da da ba ba.
But don't we get upset when we go to get gas and
That's true.
And the attendant
That's
doesn't
true.
speak English,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. Well, on that note, man, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening to us on the OBBM TV network or on 103.9 FM LI News Radio. I want to thank everybody out there for hanging out with us tonight and listening to my story. So, Crow,
A good one.
Wayne, we'll see you next week. We're out of here. Good night, everybody.